What's up, guys? I'm Bob Tompkins with Remax Moves.
Matt Jordan with Brews on Main, Brews on the Alley.
And this is Beer of the Week.
Beer of the Week.
How you doing, my brother?
Well, my brother, good to see you.
Good. What are we drinking today?
We are drinking Chasing Darkness from Timber Ales out of
New Haven, Connecticut.
New Haven, Connecticut, coming in at a paltry
12%.
Hello, summer.
Yeah, so we are gonna, hey, it's a cooler weekend. This is a cooler, crisper weekend.
It is nice.
They kind of had like, what, a little bit of a cold-ish front. They dropped it down to the mid-80s.
Oh, wait, mid-80s. Yeah, well, at least it's not 110.
Gotta love living in the South.
Yeah, yep.
So, this one, what on Untappd, what's the rating on this one?
4.34 stars.
That's exceptional.
That's, yes.
Not many beers ever.
You picked the best word for it. I couldn't think of a better one to say. Yeah,
so,
that's
I'm
phenomenal.
excited about this one.
Yeah.
So we'll let you drink it first because I drank it first last week.
Okay.
All right. We'll see what it's all about.
Hello, Imperial Stout. Woo! Oh my goodness, look at that. Man, that's gorgeous.
That has got a dark color to it. That's pretty though. Nice caramel colored sort of head there. Not much of it though, as is typical with an Imperial Stout. So it's a great color though, extremely opaque. So opaque that I can see myself in the glass.
So there are a slight hint of cinnamon on the nose. I don't really pick up a lot of vanilla bean. I just pick up more of the traditional malty roasted flavor or nose of an Imperial Stout.
So the nose on this is great. So this is an Imperial Stout aged on vanilla beans and cassia bark. And cassia bark is like a cinnamon, is what I've been told. So you can smell a little bit of that vanilla. Of course, I feel like with every sort of Imperial Stout, you get a good bit of like chocolate on the nose. So let's see what this tastes like.
This is a thick Imperial Stout. This is a meal and a dessert in a glass, but oh my goodness, it's so good. Chasing Darkness is an excellent name for this beer. This may very well be one of the darkest Imperial Stouts I've ever seen too, and that's saying a lot because Imperial Stouts are dark. This is pitch black. Still a really beautiful lacing on the glass, like just a mocha almond color. Good carbonation level on this too. When I move it around in the glass, you can see the bubbles kind of recreate or regenerate. I'm really looking forward to seeing how much more this I couldn't imagine it having more flavor, but at its current temperature, if it comes, I bring it up to room temperature. This is just going to continue to be. It's almost as thick as pudding.
Oh my God. Okay, so the first thing I noticed about this when I took a sip is it tastes relatively thick. Like it's got a thickness to it, which is very enjoyable with an Imperial Stout like this because it's got some sweetness to it. So it almost feels like a dessert, you know, kind of like an after dinner beer, something to kind of round the night out with. So that thickness is a really cool kind of texture to the beer. The flavor on it though is so good. The way the way the vanilla and the cinnamon kind of blend together. I really don't even know how to describe this. I haven't had an Imperial Stout that really uses vanilla and cinnamon-like flavors this well at all. Normally when I see vanilla and cinnamon, I don't enjoy it as much. I'd rather see honey and chocolate. So this is, my mind is kind of blown away at this. All right, look, so like, what was it? Like 3 weeks ago?
Yep.
We had Event Horizon.
Yep, which was excellent.
Which was a phenomenal Imperial Stout. I said at that time that it was like right up there with maybe the best beer I'd had on the show.
Yep.
Right up there with KBS, that I thought I might like it even more. And then we have this one.
Yeah, this is my favorite beer I've ever had in my life.
Really?
I'm putting it up there with the top 3 I've ever had, maybe even the top beer I've ever had. This is phenomenal.
I'm not ready to say that.
Okay.
But this is an exceptional beer.
Yes.
I mean, I love that you love it that much.
It's in a style that I absolutely love. I don't drink them all the time, especially during the summer. I tend to pull away from them. I'm glad we've chosen in the last month to do 2 of these. I know that you absolutely loved the last Imperial Stout we did, and I was in agreement. It was a fantastic beer. This to me is, if you love Imperial Stouts, you have to have this one.
You do. I mean, like I said, I mean, I really don't even know what to say.
I know.
Because, look, I mean, I know we have beers all the time on the show that are good.
Yep.
But they're just normal. Like, I mean, they're just kind of, there's nothing exceptional about them that blows you away. You know, so we're able to kind of dial back in, and we're really able to kind of break down, like, I taste this.
Yep.
Because we don't just get shook by the beer.
I would say me and you both we're shook by this beer.
I'm really shocked.
Yeah. The cinnamon and the vanilla and the baker's chocolate notes, they blend so well together. It's not overly sweet. It's not overly bitter. It's like a marriage. Marriage in heaven.
I'm a big vanilla fan. Okay. But I've never been able to find vanilla in beers that I enjoy.
That came across properly.
Right. Like, I love vanilla, like, in ice cream. I love vanilla in cake. I love vanilla. Like, I like vanilla in my coffee. Like, it's a flavor that I enjoy a lot. But I've never really been able to find it in beers that I've found where it really blends well. You have mentioned on the show before where you're not a huge cinnamon in beer fan. That it normally overpowers stuff.
Yep.
So when I saw vanilla and cinnamon, I was like, oh, like, it's gonna be good, but it's not gonna be anything that we love.
It's gonna be something we both are hesitant about.
Right, and I'm shocked at how much I like it.
It's cool because you can definitely taste the cinnamon, and you can get I get some of the sweetness of the vanilla. Mm-hmm. If I were to blind taste test this, I would definitely be able to pick out the cinnamon. I would probably be unsure of what it was providing the sweet note. I don't know if I personally could have said, oh, there's vanilla. My palate can definitely pick out cinnamon, but the way all of the aspects of this beer come together is what makes this where we both were kind of like, whoa, this is a phenomenal beer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the best beer I've ever had.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say it is very difficult to come across a beer that I enjoy this much. I just don't find it,
Yeah.
Like, on the shelf.
No.
Everything you have in the shop, there's maybe 2 or 3 beers
that are
truly at this level.
Right.
That I would come in here, and if I see it on the shelf, I'm like, I gotta get one. I gotta at least take one home.
And I think that's one of the reasons. I almost wish we hadn't looked at the untappd rating pre-film, because
I asked what you were doing.
I know.
And you said, I'm just gonna check it out.
I just wanted to. I don't know. I was curious and it was because of the cinnamon, and it was because it had cinnamon in it. I was curious.
You thought it wasn't gonna be what you were gonna enjoy.
Yeah. So I can see why it's earned the rating that it has. Yeah. And the crazy thing is that I mean, it just this beer is so thick. I mean,
That's the first thing I noticed.
Yeah,
before I really got into the flavors of it, the first thing I noticed, I didn't take a big sip. I just took a little sip, and I was like, the way it filled my mouth with just, if that makes sense, like it covered my mouth with just a little sip. I mean, it's phenomenal.
It's not. I think I said the word pudding. It's not like you could scoop it out and it would stay in a mat, but like it's almost as thick as like cream. Like heavy cream.
Yes, that's
like heavy whipping cream.
That is the same consistency. You say that out loud. That's the consistency I got.
Yes. I'm gonna have another.
I don't see how you couldn't.
But I don't want to have more than that because I got to save some for my customers.
It's that good.
Yeah.
So guys, y'all gotta get down to the shop, check this one out, and we'll see you next week on Beer of the Week.
Awesome. Thank you guys.